You're listening to JW Raw with Eminem.
All right, and we are live.
All right, we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching. Welcome to the show. We have a great show today. We're interviewing our Polish family. In the studio, we have Marcin, Pawel, and Kevin.
Hi.
All from via Poland. Joining us here in Albuquerque at Jackson Wink. I'm Mark, and
Misha right here with our Polish connection.
welcome to the show, guys.
But we like neighbors, right?
Yeah,
We are neighbors, just across the little river called the Pacific or Atlantic, whichever direction you come from.
Yeah, we have a very good connection with Poland, especially here at the gym. With so many guys coming from Poland, it's almost like great to see you every day. Just like we almost should fly Poland flag soon, man.
It is. It is. Like the Polish team rising here.
We actually talked about that. We're gonna get little flags from every country represented.
Yeah, I'm gonna
we're gonna display them out in the mat area, and just so we see, every country that's been represented so far. China, Poland, Australia.
Poland has been the biggest so far, man.
Yeah.
We have Sebastian, we have you, Michael Bobrovsky.
Albert was
Kevin,
yeah.
Albert, yeah.
Damien,
Damien.
Yeah, that's right, man. Now
right.
you're naming all these people. You're like,
Very good fighters, man. The Polish MMA is on a huge rise, right?
We've got annual awards in Poland, so I will try to put Jackson Wink as the Polish Gym of the Year.
Well, that would be great, man. That would be awesome.
I think it's impossible, but right now it's one of the biggest here for Poland. So I think more will come.
If we get these honors, that would be great, man. But Kevin, so you're already third, fourth camp here?
It's my third camp here.
Third camp?
Yeah.
it all started with Kevin. He showed up, and now
were you the first one?
No. In this room, I'm talking about. Yeah.
No, the first one was the guys from Krakow.
I think it was Albert and Sebastian was first. And then, you know who else came? I remember. One of the biggest superstars from. Well, I know Joanna came to try it out, but then we had your submission artist. Marcin Held. Yeah, Marcin Held was here too.
Right.
And it's crazy that when he came in, and then he fought Diego Sanchez literally a couple of months later.
I think there is lots of fighters in Poland that want to come. They think it's much harder than it really is to come and arrange stuff in here.
True, it's very easy.
It's easy. But the Polish fighters, lots of them think it's really hard. It's really expensive to come. I think the most expensive is the ticket. Get the ticket.
Probably right. That's it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, and like I said, you guys need visa, right, to get here or no?
Yeah.
Now, I assist with visa invitations for those that need it. I know you're on the P1 athlete visa, right? So for you it's easier, but for the up and coming guys, if you need visa invitations, just contact me, and I'll take care of that. And I know, Pawel, you manage a lot of fighters, right? You said how many you have?
It's over 30 right now.
Over 34 fighters. Yeah.
40? 40 or 30?
Yeah,
30.
over 30. Going into 40. So,
so Pawel is these guys' manager, and so tell us a little bit about what you do, what it takes to if you want to be a fighter coming to Jackson Wink, what would it take to get in touch with you and make that happen?
In fact, I've got my own fighters, and if they are asking me about going abroad, I will strongly recommend Jackson Wink. That was the same with Marcin from the start. That was my first choice as a manager, and his first choice as a fighter was, if we are going stateside, Jackson Wink is the best option to go. So I just contacted Misha and talked it through, and it was just like that. Very simple thing. Just as I will be sending a guy to the other city in Poland, just like the rest we need was the logistics, as flight tickets, flights, and everything. But it was easy arranging here with you guys. Very open for a new fighter. So I'm pretty sure, because Marcin is the first of under my management that came here. But I'm pretty sure that more will follow, and we'll build that Polish Albuquerque connection for the future.
Yeah, you guys are some of the nicest guys that come into the gym. 100%. You're very personable, and we love having you for sure. Definitely. when Kevin was here, was the last camp, hanging out with
Rama
Smiley. And we had some of the greatest times. It was hilarious.
Yeah, that was fun.
Good relationship. The Greek, the Greek, and
I
the,
wish
and
he
the
come
Polish.
here. We gotta have him on the podcast, man. It's gonna be a comedy show.
Smiley, if you're listening, come back so we can at least do a show with you. So.
Yeah.
Hilarious, buddy.
Pawel, you're one of the biggest faces in like behind the scenes in Poland, from what I understand, right? You have a lot of great connections with like KSW and all those high level promotions and things, right? And a lot of fighters reaching out to you, trying to get.
In fact, I'm the only Polish manager that put anyone in the UFC, so it's either through me or either the foreign ones. I really got my fingers crossed for some Polish managers, because there's a very big stage in the, even in worldwide terms, the Poland is still rising.
Yeah.
So I look at the other managers more as a partners than competitors. So
that's good.
There are no gold medals for being a manager. So
right. You just try to help and create a good network and develop Polish MMA, right? And
yes.
Yeah, because I mean, I've been following MMA for a while, and Poland has always had a strong presence, but now it's bigger than ever, actually. With guys like you, Kevin up and comer, Sebastian. We had Sebastian. How you say his last name?
Kotwica,
right? That was it. Yeah, he's like probably next one to get into UFC, man. Because I like his Instagram post. Did you see? He said like he had a mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Where it said UFC. After he finished the guy, he said UFC, I'm coming, and he pulled it out. It was kind of cool statement. Cool statement.
Yeah, he puts a lot of work together. It's the first time we did a camp like together. Of course, we didn't train together, but I saw him working. So he puts really work.
Him and Michael,
hard working to do that.
I like Michael a lot too.
Yeah.
But what do you think of the Verdum fight, man? Like, are you excited?
Actually, I'm just getting much more excited. I see this fight week coming, because the thing that the plan changed everything. The first was like I don't like it because it's happened to me all the time.
Yeah. Mark Hunt. It was supposed to be Mark Hunt. Everyone was looking forward to the Mark Hunt thing. And
was it very difficult adjustment to make too? Because I mean, Verdum is Verdum.
To be honest, it's a completely different kind of fighting style from Verdum. But the fight is a fight. I just got actually the better chance than to fight,
Yeah, and you know what I always thought about you, like, because obviously you were an M1 global champion, so you went through a killer's row over there, man, for some of the top, and and everyone knows fighting in Russia is, if you're on top, you're on top for a reason, because you're going through some monsters over there, especially when you fought. M1 global was like really big, and it had a lot of good heavyweights.
The heavyweights, division was really strong up there, right?
Yeah, and you went through all the guys getting the belt. And M1 global is a big organization,
you put in your work, and
that's why I believe you are there for a reason, and I think you're gonna do very well.
Guys like Kevin and Sebastian and all these other guys, they look up to you now because you're there. You're at that level that everyone attains to get to. They want to get there, and you're there now.
How many fights in UFC you had now?
That will be fifth fight.
Fifth fight. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's coming, a little bit quicker than I thought, but that's what I wanted. The biggest fight in the UFC. That's what you want to join the UFC to be the best in a division, and I think that's the right time. It's
for sure.
And exactly, it's I take my risk. Came here. I think that was the greatest camp I ever had.
Thank you,
here in Jackson Wing, and improve a lot. So
very well.
So now what it is to show it in a fight, and I think that will be it.
Yeah.
Which coaches you taking with you?
There will be Coach Wing coming with me, Coach Chat, and there will be one of my coach from Poland, Kamil Umiński. The Pawel will be the fourth guy in the corner, because it's the main event. We have like 4 men in the corner.
Great support team, man. Great support team.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. How was Kevin helping you with the camp? And he improved, right? You used to train together back in Poland, right? Now you met here, and just got two big boys, man. Like, what is it, 500 pounds on both of you?
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, when I was thinking I'm gonna fight Mark Hunt, I was just pick the smaller guys, the smaller reach, but you know, Kevin much more for Verdum style. Like he's
big,
tall,
big, strong.
Yeah, he's like, you know, his jiu-jitsu is
I rolled with him, man.
Top level. And, and yeah, he was really helping me for this camp.
How's it working with Marcin, man?
Yeah, it's awesome. He's a great training partner. I learn a lot, and it's a great workout. Yeah, we worked a lot actually back in Poland, in Warsaw, for like a year. So we train like every day.
Okay.
So yeah, he's a great training partner.
Very good, man. Awesome to have you here, because we're trying to, obviously, you know, with heavyweights, it's always a challenge.
Heavyweights is
there's always less heavyweights, so we're trying to develop and you know, more heavyweights and stuff, so everyone has good training partners. So thanks for being here too, man.
You have to bring donuts to the gym, and you're gonna
Is that what it is?
you're gonna have more heavyweights.
Well, Alistair Overeem showed
Maybe
up.
we should hire him as a dietitian, man. Let's make a badass advice, man.
I don't think Dr. Adida would approve.
That's what he gets for hanging out with Rama, man. He get all this funny shit, man.
Have you guys rolled with Alistair and his team yet? Let's talk speed of heavyweights. They're over there.
I haven't changed to roll with Alistair. We just talk about the Verdun fights.
You have talked to him though.
Yeah, he gave me some, you know, tips.
Good.
We talk about it, what he think I should be protected about in this fight.
Yeah, it's not like he didn't fight him for like 3 times, right?
Yeah. So he got experience in like fighting.
Hands on.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Pawel, you were a sports journalist, weren't you, at one point?
Yeah, I was a sports journalist and
a basketball player.
And yeah, I came from the basketball. That was my favorite sport, and probably still is.
Okay.
As MMA became kind of a daily basis job, so not watching a lot of MMA if I don't have to, because that would be way too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was a journalist, and by coincidence, I became a manager and a matchmaker.
How that happened? I
was interviewing Karolina Kowalkiewicz.
Oh.
That was the first I was managing ever.
Oh.
She was 1-0 when I was interviewing her, and I was at the end I was asking, like, you can give a shout to your sponsors and stuff like that, because I know it's a hard job to be a fighter. And she was like, I have no sponsors. I was like, how come? I'm interviewing you. I have a sponsor.
Yeah.
So we started working with, and when this thing worked out, I think I was the first manager in Polish MMA that was like the full-time manager. So when it worked out with Karolina, then the other people came. And from the first 4 fighters I had, so there's Karolina, 2 just had the UFC debut in Gdańsk, and 4th one is number 2 flyweight in the world, Aga Niedźwiedź, who will fight for an Invicta title in December. So I think with the ones that I started with, I build them from the bottom. So it worked out. That's what I really prefer till now. I'm just sometimes declining to work with established KSW fighter, and there's a 18-year-old kid that everyone is telling me about him, and I'm like, yeah, so let's do it from the start. So
okay,
that's how I prefer.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, man, it's an interesting scene, man. I've been following Polish MMA for a while. KSW is pretty big, right, over there?
Yeah, we just had a show in May. The KSW had a show in May. It was 57,000 people.
Wow.
It was bigger attendance even than Melbourne.
Wow.
Where Holly fought.
57,000.
That's the second biggest attendance at the arena. That was National Stadium, in fact. That's the second biggest in the history of the sport, after Pride Shockwave back in the day. So
man, it'd be cool like if we could use like a little bit of your connection, because our fighters always looking for fights, man. So if you have anything,
I'm open. I'm often also bringing foreign fighters to Poland or Russia.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll definitely stay in touch and think that we can build that connection.
100%. I'm always open for building connections.
Kevin looks hungry over there. Did you eat? Did you eat after training? You guys eat?
Nope.
So
Nope.
we got Chinese candy over here. I'm sorry, we don't have any pierogi in here, but
we can take some shots over there and
remember there's radish catering downstairs. Go there.
Yeah, radish. Shout out to radish.
You guys eat? Have you guys ate any New Mexican food other than the radish? And obviously, I know you've been here a lot longer.
Yeah, I've been in a few places out here in New Mexico with good food.
Have you tried like the chili and stuff?
Actually, I don't like spicy food.
Okay.
But yeah, I like the food out here.
So you have the pierogi. What's pierogi? What is it? I always hear about that.
It's dumplings.
It's chicken.
No, it's dumplings with different fillings. One of the most popular is
potato.
with cheese and potato. That's what we call Russian pierogis.
Yeah, okay.
And the other one are the with mushroom and sauerkraut or cabbage and something like that.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, that's the people on the UFC Gdańsk. People are asking me about it, where they can get pierogi, and everyone was happy with that.
I think European food is by far the most tastiest.
Well, there's got to be a restaurant here in town. Have you guys looked at all?
It still won't be the same. Still won't be the same.
It's just not the same.
That's why I used to, when I used to live in New York, I used to love going to like Brighton Beach and all that because they have like all the Russian restaurants kind of brings it home.
By actual Russians with Russian ingredients shipped over and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think there is.
You get pierogi in Albuquerque.
Big, community here, Polish community in Albuquerque.
I did find there is a European store here. Yeah. I found it last week actually, and they have pierogis in there too. But it's like they import that stuff. Like I don't know where they get that from, but yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So what? I guess.
Yeah, food's important.
Yeah,
we have
talk food about heavyweights, man.
Yeah, but Mark, you know what
I like hanging out with these guys.
You know, Mark, you know which my favorite restaurant here is.
Which one?
I don't have to tell you. You've been there one time.
Oh, come on.
You know.
Hooters.
Nah.
Which one?
Mark knows.
You guys can go?
It's secret.
You guys went on a date or what?
I hang out with
candles.
Believe it or not. Yeah.
Surround yourself with
Yeah, they're good protection. I walk into a place and I'm like, I feel like they're bodyguards or something. It's awesome.
Yeah, man, I like Polish guys here, man.
Yeah, we're happy. We're happy that you guys are here. This is it's a fun experience, and we're trying to grow the international team more and more and more, and it's good when we get guys like you. We try to promote you, get some cool pictures of you guys training and stuff, and spread the joy. You know, let people know. Come train with us. There's always room for more. You know,
just unforgettable experiences. You know, because you get to meet like who would have known, right, in the middle of nowhere, like in the desert in Albuquerque. You know, they have such a little building here, right, with like fighters from all around the globe. Freaking living the dream, chasing the same dream, doing the same thing over, trying to get better, rooting for each other. It's cool.
And the rotation here is really, actually, as I came here, the team almost completely changed. There's completely new people like every week.
All the time.
Yeah, all the time. They coming, they go for the fights, and the new coming.
Yeah.
So it's not like you stick with the one guy and train with him. You just have to, rotate.
Yeah, you never know who you're going to be training with, who you stand. That's why you always challenge yourself because you don't know who that guy is, where they're coming from, and stuff like that, and just what skills they possess. You'd be surprised by a lot of people, like with me, people think that I'm just behind the computer and then I roll and I kick everyone's ass. Yes.
Yeah, but you also get different looks. That's very important.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's good for you guys. Exactly. It's not the same people over and over and over. And Johnny Hendricks actually brought that up in when we talked to him a couple weeks ago that he was training at his place out there in Texas, and there's just no training partners, and which is obviously very important for you guys. If people aren't there to train with, you're just your coach is telling you stuff, and you're kind of practicing with your coach, but it's just not the same with an actual person. And we have a big group of people to spar with, and it's good for you guys. We love it. So
yeah, I think it's an atmosphere created here. I don't know who is responsible for that. The coach Wink, coach Black.
Well, for this building, obviously, they had. The original place was in War Zone, on the other side of town, and there was that's where it's kind of started.
This is actually the fourth generation of gym.
Yeah, but that gym kind of put everyone on the map in a way of the star power that they had with John Jones and Diego Sanchez obviously being the first one to win the Ultimate Fighter, and then what happened is they started getting a lot of fighters coming from overseas. Like we started with Rustam Habilov, the Russian guys, Adlan Amagov, Timur Valiyev and stuff. They were coming, and they had a hard time finding places to live. So and kind of gym was kind of getting smaller for that type of crowd. So that's when Wink built the place. So the way I see it, he built the place, and kind of I put it together, I guess, right? In a way of making this whole thing run.
He built a fighter's paradise here. You know, he had a master plan. He wanted it open with the cages as you see them, and plenty of square footage for training mats. And actually, as you know, we now outgrew that, so we added a little bit more off to the other side there, which is actually working out pretty good for a little private area and stuff. So we're still growing.
Yeah, like a lot of people think, obviously, you know, Coach Jackson is an owner, but in all fairness, you know, Coach Jackson is the front face of the gym and the legendary coach and stuff. But Coach Winklejohn is the main guy, the owner, you know, that built this place. Everyone's boss, actually, you know. So, very smart businessman. You know, he's been in construction for many years, so he's done a lot of projects in Albuquerque. He's got a pretty big.
But the building was here already, or was
the
built
building was. It used to be.
It's got a lot of history, actually.
Yeah, it was the FBI, then it was DEA.
Okay.
Yeah, so when they came in here, they had to cut out, like, because they had like cells and metal beams and like jail cells and all stuff. There was like literally where the cages were. There was like, you know how those
parking lot.
No. Wasn't there like in that middle?
No. All underground was parking lot. Up here was offices. Downstairs was
no, but the Wing was saying when they got in there was like a toilet there that they had to get out. It's still in the back. There was a
toilet.
It was a jail toilet in the cell. Like they had to pull it out. It was like
yeah.
in the middle
There was just a little crapper, but that was just.
So it was a jail for crackheads.
There's a lot of crackheads here, so
there's been a lot of crackheads
in
here.
the city, of course.
Albuquerque.
they hang out.
What do you mean?
They walk across the parking lot every once in a while.
Not at the gym, guys. No crackheads here.
Maybe, I don't know. The sites are, you never know what you're going to see around here. It's not like the frontier where you actually got cool people to watch.
Surprisingly, the only problem we have with Albuquerque is obviously this little crime rate, but at the same time, I mean, it touches certain people in certain ways, but like, I mean, I've been here a couple of years, like it didn't touch, I mean, it did touch me at one point. You know,
that was your fault, right? You robbed somebody. Or
no, I don't rob people. No. But yeah, my wife got broke into her car. Somebody broke into her car and stole some stuff. But I mean, we just recently had the car stolen from a parking lot here, which is pretty sad. I mean, I'm having a news crew coming into next week. Actually, we're gonna do a story about it because we're gonna try to stop this somehow.
Try to buy a car.
Well, somebody will donate.
We got a bike donated.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna get their car stolen in the next.
Whenever in Albuquerque, you know, kind of like in any city, really, you want to protect yourself and lock stuff up. You know, it's not like, you know, I know there's cities out there that just like when I first came to America, I lived in a city in Wisconsin, like called Antigo. It's very small, like 9,000 people. No one locks their doors. No one locks their cars. You walk in the street, everyone waving at you, and it's like, I was from Moscow, from big city, like millions of people. I was like, what the hell? You know, they've never seen a Russian over there, so I was lost. But then, you know, then I went to New York, and it's like complete culture shock, you know. So many differences. So
you guys watch? You guys heard of Breaking Bad?
I watched.
I watched it,
but I watched it when I came here. Actually, when I started, it took me like 4 days to see all
to watch the entire seasons.
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
It's a good show, right?
Yeah, it is. It is.
I'm not watching series because don't have much time.
He doesn't have time for that. He's like me. Yeah, he's got time.
You watch it?
I don't watch it either.
You know what you'd like?
What?
You know, if you watch it, there's a hot dog place literally from that movie.
Doghouse. Doghouse. It's too spicy. You wouldn't like it.
You just call me fat or what?
No. We're gonna, frontier.
I am.
It's all about the frontier.
Yeah.
No. He wouldn't like that. It's too spicy for him. But,
I just had an urge actually to go there after this. You want to go?
Yeah, let's go get some spicy hot. The Doghouse, guys. That's Albuquerque. We're famous for
let's
Doghouse.
go together.
Yeah, let's go together.
Doghouse.
I love spicy food. So.
Yeah.
Well, the first thing I had was a burrito here.
You guys haven't been to Doghouse?
Yeah, let's go to Doghouse.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Let's go.
Okay, we're going.
Lunch is on us.
Done deal.
All right.
See how easy that was.
Yeah, it's like literally right here. It was in the movie in Breaking Bad. Yeah, the one we're gonna go to. Do you remember specifically which part they showed it in? Like if it
was actually in a bunch of episodes. It ended up being a fixture of the show because it's kind of it is a city landmark, and there was always something going on where they would do something in the parking lot of the Doghouse, and I know that because I did security for all the seasons, and it was seems like you always look forward to going to these landmark places. And it's kind of a hole in the wall. They've been around for 60 years.
Keith Jardine was on it, right?
I don't remember. It's been
sure.
a while since I watched it. But there's also another house in here. It's kind of one of those landmarks that people go to see that where Walter White lived.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people that live there right now, what they had to like put the security.
They had to put a big old gate.
Remember, there was a scene where they threw pizza on the roof.
It's still up there.
Well, what happens is, so when visitors come, you know, they were throwing pizza on it to trying to recreate the scene and take selfies with it and stuff. But there's people live there that just that have nothing to do with the movie anymore.
They're very frustrated.
Yeah, they're very frustrated that because it became such a big landmark. And, you know, imagine you live in your privacy and every day you have visitors from all around the world taking selfies with your house while you're like trying to...
There's pizza ready.
Yeah, pizza's flying all over.
So they literally built, during the Balloon Fiesta, like 2-3 weeks ago, they built a huge fence all the way around the place. So people can't, because they were literally climbing the backyard to get access to the pool because the pool is a famous pool. I mean,
I remember when the airplane came.
The stuffed animal that landed in the pool. Yeah, the burning stuffed animal. But so yeah, it's a crazy show. But people think Albuquerque is all Breaking Bad, and there's not a whole lot of stuff to do in Albuquerque, and that's kind of why it's a good place for fighters because there's no distractions. Whereas Florida, California, there's a lot of stuff to do. So Albuquerque, it's fight, train.
Sleep, eat, fight, train, repeat.
There's no distractions.
But the mountains is really nice in here.
The mountains are. We got a view. Yeah, we got a great view in our altitude.
Training for altitude, yeah, that's something. That
You've been up there, right? You went all the way up.
Yeah.
Actually,
I've been on the Sandia Mountains.
That's cool.
I actually went 2 ways and I got
second day here. So
yeah, you gotta go. You gotta take them.
View is awesome from the top.
One of the
take the tram
things.
up. Take the tram up or drive up even, and you got.
Well, you're leaving tomorrow though, right?
Yeah.
So you won't have enough.
I just came up for like 3 days straight from New York and on my way to Sydney, but already like it what I saw. Definitely, I came mostly to see the gym and see what's, because that's the most important here in Albuquerque.
That's your work, you know.
But I've saw a lot of worse places in states, so no worries. Albuquerque isn't that bad.
Albuquerque is not that bad. It's just people make it seem harder than it is, but it's just because it's smaller, you know. Like I lived in New Jersey, like surrounded by Patterson, Irvington, and Camden, and all these areas. We're just like, damn, man, you take a wrong turn, and you're just like, you know if you're gonna get out. That's what in this country, that's what kind of thing, because we don't have anything like that in Europe, right? Where you can like back in the day, I guess it was, but not anymore in a way where you can drive, take a wrong turn, and then be a fear for your life. In America, it's everywhere. Like I would be driving an FDR, and you gotta like in New York, and you gotta take like a U-turn, and you're like somewhere by Harlem, and you're like, you know, how so many roads, and you take a return, and you're like,
there's roads in LA that you
I'm not
end
here.
up in Crenshaw or something.
Yeah.
There's some of these streets that'll get you killed. You go to the wrong neighborhood. You guys are all pretty young. Any in the military? Do any military service or anything?
No.
We always hear
the peaceful warriors.
We always hear about now the Polish special military. They got their special military ops. They're like some of the most badass.
They're special ops as hooligans, man. Polish hooligans.
Yeah, we've seen on last the UFC in Poland.
Yeah. Do you remember this crazy thing when Russia went to Poland and they marched
for Euro 2012?
And there was a war. 5,000 Russians, man. I don't know who came up with that idea. Marched through Poland, through one of their biggest cities, chanting it with Russian flags and singing the Russian anthem in Poland, and then it just whole war broke down, bro. Like the Russian hooligans versus Polish hooligans on their turf. People throwing like bottles, people getting cracked over the head with like
How long ago
chairs.
was this? When did this happen?
Man, you can Google that on TV. You watch it, you're like, holy crap! It was a war zone.
Yeah. Was there a Euro 2000?
Yeah, Euro 2012. We were playing against each other, Poland versus Russia.
So you guys were there when all that was going on then?
I lived in Russia.
You didn't participate in any of that?
Only in Europe, bro, stuff like that happened. Over a soccer game. This was I could never understood. Over a freaking game.
They don't call it soccer, they call it football.
Well, I'm just saying it because if you call it football, but the right name is football.
Yeah, it is football.
Football. Like, where did even soccer came from?
We have football here, and it's mostly just thrown
around. It's a handball, actually.
That's
what I know. Understood.
No kicking.
Yeah. So soccer is big in Poland. I know.
It's the biggest one. It's the biggest sport. Definitely. That's in fact. When I was a sport journalist, I noticed that that's the only sport that's its popularity is not related to how good are we in it. So, because when we are good in volleyball, people are interested in volleyball. There's ski jumping, of course, and things like that. But football, even if we suck at football, people are watching it.
Same thing with Russia. Like Russians, for some reason, they spend millions and millions of dollars, bro. Bought some of the most expensive players, got some of the best coaches, and they can't do shit. So people laugh. People laugh, like, you know, but they still cheer, obviously.
And now you have like the finals, yeah, world finals.
World finals. Yeah, we're going there.
Yeah.
Russian World Final?
Yeah.
Maybe it's panel final.
Yeah, we are the hosts. We are the hosts. So this time Polish hooligans are coming to Russia to do their rematch.
You know what? I got an idea for you. Get this hat if you're going, so you blend in. So you don't get cracked over the head with a baseball bat. Oh, it's going to be intense, man. Just make sure you don't chant Polish anthems over there.
I would like to go to watch some football. You know, I've been plenty times in Russia, and you know, go back.
He could take care of himself.
Yeah, well, there's hundreds of people coming.
I think he could handle it.
Yeah. So with hooligans, like in Poland, like are there like different? Because there's many different local football teams, right? Yeah. And every team, like in England, I know like Manchester United, they have this and that, right? And every team has like their own hooligans. Yeah. Beef it out all the time. In Poland, same thing. Yeah, like different teams and stuff.
Yeah. All the team has their own hooligan sections, and they're like
which is like the best team in Poland, like that.
For hooligans or for football?
Yeah, no, for hooligans.
For hooligans, you need to consider like Ruch Chorzów. That's the one that were involved also in Gdańsk. I think you should consider like Poznań. Every bigger city has like their own
hooligans.
I think like you can if you will build a league that will be like super popular.
I don't think you should talk about them because you know if
but
you say
like
something wrong, they're gonna be chasing.
Yeah, they will find me. They will find me. But there's like 10 or 15. Every bigger city, even there's in Warsaw, we've got like in Poznań, we've got like in Wrocław, we've got Śląsk. Every different city, every bigger city, and even like the smaller cities have their own.
So what motivates these hooligans like become hooligans? Like what is it like?
They do not care about game itself. I think
it's a movement.
They're just going to cause problems.
They are more about fighting each other and
anarchy
and seeing who's better in hooliganism. So that's like a different sport for them.
It's like join MMA.
Kind of like organized crime.
You've got there was something like I think that was in Russia or in Latvia that they were like 5 against 5. Recently, we had like own hooligan league, like two fighting, 2 versus 2, like kind of MMA but team MMA.
Yeah, I know which one. And actually, I've seen Poland actually kicking ass.
Won.
Yeah, we won the two first edition. We are big guys,
right?
Guys won. Yeah. So and I know some Polish fighters, not mentioning names, but I know some Polish fighters that are hooligans themselves. So.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
Like I know Russia and Poland. This guy.
We're not mentioning names.
Kevin, I would be surprised. He's like, oh yeah, you know.
Marcin ratted you out.
I can't train MMA. I don't care about actually getting good at it. I mean, of making a name. But I just want for my hooligan friends.
That's right.
I want to beat the shit out of my.
That's the only title I want. The hooligan title.
Best hooligan in Poland.
That's awesome.
He's the only hooligan in Zakopane in Poland.
Yeah, Kevin, man, you're hiding behind MMA career, man, but actually try and become a hooligan.
Kevin's awesome.
I know Russia and Poland have certain like tension, you know, but to me, man, we're all like brothers, man. Who cares?
That different because when I'm in Russia for like any event, they want to like drink with us, talk to us.
I had
to
a
the
lot
party.
of
It's not a
Polish
problem
friends.
at all. There's
Never had a
political tension and the hooligan tension, something like that.
Same thing with Ukraine, you know, like I lived in Ukraine. And
beer brings everyone together, alcohol.
And Ukraine, like with Poland, they border each other. So and I had Polish friends from day one, you know, like when I was like young, stuff, living there. And similar cultures, man. I just don't know why governments always like to create tension between countries, man.
I have the same experience. I fight Russia. I fight like Russian guys up there, and I never had like something, you know, rude or something. They're always cheering for the event, not for the for the fighters or something like this.
What time is it in Poland right now? How far ahead are you?
8 hours.
8 hours
later.
Okay. So by the time we're playing this, we'll have to. They got to get up early just to watch you guys.
Yeah.
Tell them. Make sure you have them watched.
Yeah.
Tune in.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Even the hooligans can watch.
Yeah. Let's give shout out to our sponsor real quick. Yeah, put it up, Nick. Yeah, because we have a sponsor I would say actually not a sponsor. I hate the word sponsor.
Yeah, they're becoming friends. They're actually good friends. They're partners.
Supporters.
So yeah, supporters of what we're trying to do. It's a CBD boutique. Great company.
Local company.
Local
Is
company.
it the CBD I'm thinking about?
CBD oil.
Yeah, CBD oil. Yeah, you know.
You've
so
heard
it's
about
good.
it.
Yeah.
What have you heard about?
CBD is right now is that's the topic in anti-doping, because CBD was
Absolutely.
banned in competition, and it's not going to be banned from the next year. I think
January
that's a good
1st.
change.
Yeah, January
Yeah,
1st.
that's a good change for.
Yeah, and because it has like traces of THC, so people like pop in and stuff. Like if they take it, but this company actually came up with a product that doesn't have any traces of THC, and
that's
it's
good.
clean.
Good for athletes, good for recovery after training.
Yeah, it's made with the same marijuana plant, but they just remove the part that gets you high. It's more of a
the no hallucinogenic effects and stuff. And what's great about this place is that because Colorado, right, marijuana is legal.
It's the same in Nevada right now.
Yeah, Nevada the same, and it's I actually read today that New Jersey is getting probably recreational marijuana.
There's a lot of money in it, so states are starting to look at that.
Hey, and
people are smoking anyway. It's like they won't stop smoking because it's illegal. You make it legal, you make money to your local government.
I mean, would you rather people smoke this and go to their fridge, eat and hang out, play video games, watch a movie, or get stuck on prescription drugs or alcohol, and create chaos, which they've been doing, get addicted and die, overdose and stuff? You don't see anyone.
I can see anyone robbing bank after like a few joints.
Yeah, you're just like, man, I don't want to move, man.
What are the marijuana laws like in Poland?
Strictly illegal, like strictly
very,
illegal. Even like small possession of small amounts are like strictly illegal.
So make sure your luggage doesn't have any trace of that stuff when you go to Poland. That's like
That's why I'm asking UFC, like, bring me to Nevada.
Yeah,
for the Pfizer.
Yeah, exactly. Good, now it's legal.
Making my life
like
everything's legal
like
in Nevada.
About it in Poland.
Yeah, we love Nevada.
Yeah, I think in Russia is pretty illegal too, man. Yeah, but.
United States is a lot of states are starting to accept it more and more. I mean, we're not quite as advanced as like the Netherlands. We were talking to Alistair last week about it, and he every country has their taboos and the way they look at things, and United States is kind of starting to look at it differently. So
I wish I looked at it also differently with the guns and stuff, man. Because man, this gun issue, man, here is a big problem, man.
What do you guys think about that? You guys keep hearing about all these mass shootings all over the place since you've been here.
It's even if you're in Poland, it's
on the
breaking
news
the news still in Poland.
So another mass shooting in the United States.
We don't have mass shootings in Poland.
But we have some, as you know.
Yeah, you're gonna have a problem, but not every freaking week, man.
No, it's not like
every once in a while.
Yeah.
It was just the Mandalay Bay thing. Now it's the Texas thing.
Yeah,
it's like coming like every 3-4 days.
And I was watching yesterday, like YouTube. I go through and I watch these things, and it's annoying me how this gun advocates, man, they just sit there. It's like, just saying we're not gonna do anything about it. Period. Like, what do you mean you're not going to do anything about it? Like, I don't understand the love for guns in this country.
The thing, I mean, we've talked about this. Just you got to ban cars. I mean, that guy used the car in New York. He ran over a bunch of people in New York with a car. Nobody talked about it. And I told you, I told you that was going to happen. I said, look, they just went over this guy with the truck, with the van. He rented the van. He killed a bunch of people. Nobody wanted to talk about it. But as soon as there was another shooting, everyone wanted to talk about it.
Everyone talked about that guy. What do you mean?
Nobody talked. It's like one day they talked about it.
Okay, car is not designed, man. Car is a necessity. Gun is not a necessity. Especially automatic weapons and stuff like that. It's not a necessity.
Now we start politics.
No, because
we're not going to talk about politics.
Because people are dying, and
guns is exciting.
People are dying. Like they're exciting. So you would rather have your excitement and go shoot up targets or animals, whatever, and you're okay with people getting shot and killed every freaking week.
But the gun doesn't do that. The gun doesn't do that. It's the crazy guy behind it.
Okay. So let's
ban crazy people.
All right, let's give all these crazy guys the weapons. Let's give them all. People. Yeah, let's give them all the guns. Let them all have guns. We know there's crazy people. So hey, crazy people, here's more guns. Here, have them. Enjoy the guns. Go shoot for fun.
The thing that's coming out now about this mass shooting.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's how exactly the gun advocates think. 100%. Guns don't kill people. People kill people.
Well, this guy was not supposed to have a gun. And he got a gun.
Because there's
But you could get a
gazillion of guns everywhere. Of course he's going to get the gun. It's the easiest thing ever.
I've been in states when you can just go to the store and buy
Mark,
guns.
you're not going to win this argument because people are dying.
But
You
I've
can't justify
already
that.
won this argument.
You didn't win.
Every
you
guest
didn't-
we
you-
have
you
agrees
didn't-
with me.
No, no
guys
one.
say that.
Who? Even Greg Jackson was here who likes guns. It's a very touched subject. I can't give you an
But
answer.
who was
What are you
sitting right
talking-
next to Greg Jackson?
Wink, and he didn't say anything about it.
Oh, yeah,
he didn't say anything
No,
about
no,
it.
he said,
Mark,
he said, do
people are
not take-
dying. People are dying. You can't justify death for your stupid ass fucking fun. You can't justify death for your fun. Okay, and that's what you guys are protecting. You're fun. You're free. You can get away with pistol and protect yourself. You don't need a freaking AR-15 or any other stupid ass guns that you can go and kill 500 people at the same time. Justify that to me. You can't. So
I think that you should need a special permission to get a gun and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like
you have to earn the right. You have to. You have to have
your mental.
100%. You have to earn. You have to earn and prove to have the right to have
You
a
need to
gun.
learn how to shoot. You need to prove your mental health, and you need to prove that you really need it for your protection. And then you
Yeah,
can
maybe
get your
you
gun.
need. Yeah, you need to get maybe. I don't
and
know.
I
There's
think
got to
that
be a solution. You
have
cannot
to
say we're
prove-
not going to do
The
anything.
thing is, you have to prove that you know how to drive a car too, and it tells you don't run over people. But
I
people do
understand,
it anyways. It
but
doesn't matter.
Yeah, but does
No,
it
no,
happen?
it
Does it
doesn't.
happen every week? Does it happen every
It
week?
happens every week. People get in a car drunk and they kill people.
You're right, I understand, but
they know they're not supposed to do
car
that.
is a necessity that you need to
Every
drive.
day,
people
20 times a day, people get in a car and kill people.
I understand, people gonna die, people gonna kill each other, but why aid them with weapons when it's so
Well,
easy to
it's
pick
like
up
a
a
car.
weapon?
You can buy a car. Anyone
Mark,
can go buy
Mark,
a
this is
car.
the stupidest
get in a car,
argument.
get drunk, and go kill people.
Relax,
enough.
guys.
You need a shooting contest to sort it out.
It's the stupidest argument.
downstairs,
It's
so
the
we can sort
stupidest-
things
it's the
out.
stupidest argument.
It's not
that-
stupid.
that-
We're done with
You can
guns.
kill just as many
Stupidest-
people with a car or a van or a truck, or you can put bombs in
You're
the
gonna
truck
ha-
and blow it up.
Of course,
and you can do the same thing.
Of course you can.
Then
Is
you
that-
can with a gun.
Is that easy to
If
do?
you take
Is it-
all the guns away from people, they're going to find another way to kill people. It doesn't matter.
Do they
People-
find a way? How many mass shootings do you have? You have no gun. You have guns. How many mass shootings do you have a year? How many people die from guns? From how many
I
people
would
die
say
from guns?
one or less.
Thank you.
Yeah, not even every year.
So let's move to.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's move to.
I can
Let's move to Poland where there's no crime, Misha. Come on, let's go.
The crime is going to
You
be
gonna move?
everywhere.
You're
Mark.
gonna move because of it?
Crime is a different thing.
Of course you're
Mark,
not.
you-
You're not going to move.
you're
You love
ridiculous.
America.
Let's move forward.
ridiculous.
Let's
You're
move forward.
ridiculous.
You love America. You're never going to
Ridiculous.
leave.
That's good.
But the thing
Ridiculous.
is, if you want to get the gun, it's actually you can get it illegally. And
Yeah, of
in
course you're
every
going to
country.
get it, but you're not going to make it that widely available that I can just buy 50 freaking machine guns and have it in my backpack and take it to a hotel room and shut up 500 people.
Hey, it's good for the economy though when these guys are spending that kind of money on machine guns. I'm telling you, that mom and pop store where
You'd
this
know
guy
it.
bought 50 guns.
You'd know it.
Well, it's a lot of money in that stuff. I'm telling you.
Economical reasons.
It's like
Like I said,
Walmart.
see, none of those gun advocate offers a solution. They only argue about why it's good for them and blah blah blah. But none of them actually have any type of solution or even trying to make an attempt to fix it. They just defend their right to have a gun. But no one says maybe we should do something about it. None of them will say that, like this guy. Okay, my guns. He has like a freaking safe. My guns. I love them. I go to bed with them. I kiss them. I blow them. Whatever the fuck you do with those guns.
I've never kissed my gun.
No, come on, man. Listen, this is the stupidest argument, man. People are okay with people dying. Like I said, see the Texas shooting? Watch next week. No one's going to do shit about it. 20, 30 people going to die from guns. Everybody be like, yeah, on to the next one. Gives a fuck. Yeah, until it's your family, until it's your son, until it's your mother, your father, or whoever it is, then we'll see how you're going to fucking sing that song.
Yep.
Man, this gun fucking thing pisses me the fuck off. I have a pistol.
tell.
I
Look
love
at
my
him.
pistol. I love my
little
pistol.
stressed out right
no,
now.
I'm stressed out because it's bullshit, man. When people start defending and stuff like this, but without any solutions, pisses me off.
What is the solution? Let's hear what
You
the
gotta look
solution
for it. Not just sit there. It's like, oh, we're not gonna do anything about it. I don't know what the solution. I'm not the government. I don't have a pool
Well,
to
you
make a solution. But you gotta debate it. You gotta fucking make this shit work. You gotta protect your people, man. This is the best country in the world, right? You agree? You could be going to Vegas right now for a fight, go to a concert and get fucking shot, man. Easily.
Happens in Russia all the time too. With
Yeah,
gun
but-
violence. They use knives too. We gotta ban knives.
Whatever. Moving on.
Let's ban the knives.
Let's move
No
on.
one, no one says that. Like, I don't say that they take all the guns away. People deserve to protect themselves. Yeah, have a pistol, have whatever, but there's got to be control. It has to be controlled, right? Because it's a deadly weapon. It's a weapon I call it a weapon of mass destruction, 100%. It's a weapon of mass destruction all around the world. So if you don't put control on it, then how do you, just let it be?
You guys got any good Polak jokes?
Yeah.
Poland jokes?
Polak jokes. This is like fun. Isn't that?
How many Polish people you need to
Yeah, exactly.
turn the light bulb and stuff like that? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This changes.
I don't know. I don't know.
He's getting a little flustered over here, changing colors. He's turning green like the Hulk or something.
Yeah, because I don't want my family to suffer from this. Or anyone who I know. That's all.
Your family's safe.
Of course, yeah.
Albuquerque's safe. Don't worry about it. We got your back.
Okay.
If you need some guns, just come over to the house. We'll walk into the vault and we got your back.
He's got a freaking army at home.
Hey, just
But the lunch is still on, or we cancel it?
Huh?
I mean, the eating after
Yeah.
the podcast is still
Are
on,
we
or
still
we
going
cancel?
for that?
We argue all the time. Don't
Well, so
worry.
it's like you fighters. I mean, the Polish fight the Russians fight the Australians. Everybody,
Yeah, we
you
hug
know,
it
their
out and we
countries-
move on.
It's just like that thing I keep talking to that Wink is famous for talking about. You know, the Christians and the Jews and the Muslims, they all fight each other and hate each other. You know, but when this gym, it's totally different.
Brings everyone together, man.
Because
no
everyone's
matter
gonna
what.
go break bread
You
together.
don't look at anyone in any other way, like, oh, he's from that country, I'm not gonna spar him. You know, you don't look at it, right? Like it's like not here. We don't have that hate, you know, that you'll find at like places.
The only
that-
thing is, like you say, he's 61 kilo. I'm not gonna fight him.
Well, yeah. He's like, I don't want to hurt him.
Yeah, you don't want to crush. You don't want to crush them. Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah,
then-
guys.
Then somebody's gonna get their feelings hurt. We don't want to get feelings involved.
Yeah. Kevin, say
What's up?
something
Kevin.
funny.
Tell us a joke.
What kind of joke you guys would you like to hear?
I like
The
the
funny
way,
one.
I like. I like the way he speaks.
I thought he said a dog. What? A joke?
A joke.
Yeah,
A
joke.
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 Oh, joke. Okay.
Joke.
Tell us a
What
joke.
kind
Come
of
on.
dog would you like?
Tell us a Polish joke. A dog. Hey, you heard about our goat? We're getting a goat.
Yeah, we're gonna bring the goat. No goat. You know goat stands
You know
for.
what a
Yeah.
goat? Goat.
Yeah. We'll name it Bones.
But he likes, he doesn't like goat. He like how you call llama in.
Llama.
Llamas?
Yeah, I got
Oh,
llamas.
I guess
in
llamas.
Poland,
Fucking
yeah.
Poland.
You have llamas?
I got 3.
You have llamas?
Yeah,
llamas.
3
Huh?
of them.
Really?
Where you live?
I live in a small village in
Oh.
Poland.
Oh,
I got like a big backyard. I got llamas.
I got big
ducks,
backyard.
chickens.
Sounds like Barat over here. I love this guy.
Llamas. What the hell? So, how did you get llamas for? Like what?
We bring them from Chile.
And what do you do with them?
Train
Yeah.
him.
You just
What do you
you
train?
eat them or you just
You know,
eggs or like-
that know what.
Do you milk them? Come on. Tell us what you really do with them. Come on. Don't be scared now.
Seriously,
What do you
like,
do with these
Oh,
llamas?
they just exist.
they just exist.
Yeah.
Just for your amusement,
Hell yeah.
pretty much.
But
Just
why
your
llamas?
pets.
Just like
Your
a,
pets?
just like you're
Yeah,
buying a
hell
house.
yeah. Like my dog, you know, some guys have dog and I have llamas.
3.
Yeah,
How
3
big?
of
How
them.
big they get?
He can ride them.
Kevin on the llama.
Kevin on top.
2 in one
Oh,
time.
that poor llama, man. Those must be some big llamas, or you're really giving them a workout, man. You climb on that thing.
No,
Oh,
seriously. How much they weigh?
I don't know. I never wait there. It's
Can you
hard
pick
to
him up?
say. Never tried.
He doesn't,
you
he
know?
doesn't care. He just
But,
runs in
But
the yard.
Misha, if you want, you're invited. You can come
you.
and try to
Field
pick
trip.
them up.
Oh,
you
See,
know?
that's
I
it. We're
can't
going on a
pick
field
Feel
trip.
it, you know.
No,
We're going to Kevin's house.
So they just serve you as a pet, or you actually use them for
No,
farming
they
and
just
stuff,
like
or
a
food or-
pet, like a pet.
He used them as that Bulgarian bag, you know.
Yeah.
Oh.
But you know they spit, so you
I
have
know
to
this.
be careful.
Yeah, that's right. They do spit.
So you take shower a lot every day.
Yeah,
But they
but
spit if they like you or if they dislike
no,
you.
they spit when they feel in danger.
Alright.
So have you been
Like-
spit at?
No, one time I get spit straight to my face.
Oh,
You swallow?
what were you doing? How'd you offend that young llama?
Yeah, how'd you scare it?
No, but you know, like once in a year, you have to cut their hair. Like one time in a year. So when you try to cut their hair,
Well, they get mad.
then they feel in danger and they spit on you.
Wow.
Because to cut the hair, you need to hold them, you know.
Yeah, and they get all jiggly.
Yeah, they try to escape, and then they can spit on your face.
So what do you like? One arm you hold them, and then you get the clippers out. And,
Somebody help you though, no?
No, we always
have a barber for that.
Yeah, you just call up the llama barber, it's like the llama whisperer.
Llama is different haircut.
They don't like the service. They want to, different style.
Kevin,
Mohawk.
when you get home, you need to take a picture of these llamas.
Yeah, man, I've never seen. Send. Yeah,
I'll show you right after the show.
Okay.
Show
you have a picture with them?
Hell yeah.
I want to post it.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, let's send it.
I'll find.
Yeah.
I want to see.
So
these
what do you feed them?
They got like a special food for llamas, you know. Like we buy a whole box and we just give it to them, like a special for llamas.
Is it like the farm that you have, or you just 3 llamas?
No, we got like a pretty big farm. We got 3 llamas. We got ducks, chickens, gooses. Like every meat I eat back in Poland, it's like domestic meat.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that is awesome, man. I would love that.
Yeah, it's pretty
we
cool.
don't get that here, man. Like, I mean, unless you go to.
What do you have them on Facebook or on Instagram, or where are
they? My brother, he made an account for one of our straight up.
What's on Facebook or where?
Instagram.
What's his name?
But I have to look it up because I don't have Instagram. So, but I'll look it up. And
I got Instagram. Get the.
I'll
look at
it
the
up.
pictures. We'll put
I'll
them
look it up.
We
Yeah.
gotta follow him.
I know you're missing these guys.
Yeah, his name is Jacek.
Jacek?
Yeah.
That's the one that has an account?
Yeah.
It's like John in Poland.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
What is it?
John, like John.
John, it's the name.
It's their version
John
of
the
Bones.
llama.
Their version of Bones.
Yeah,
You get a goat, they have a llama.
We need to catch them up.
So where do you get it? Where did you get it? Like, did you like buy it?
No, we bring it from Chile, but not
Chile?
Yeah, Chile.
Oh, Chile.
Yeah.
Like Chile.
No, the Chile, the country.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but the one guy, like, we did it directly, but one guy did this for us, did that thing.
But the name was the llama was named after the Jan Blachowicz.
Yeah, we
really.
Yeah,
the guy who fought.
This is his son, and he got red hair too. Like,
so you guys mate with llamas back.
So did you import them from Chile? Is that where they came from? Or?
Yeah, but 2 of them, and one of them, the one had an account on Instagram, was born on our farm.
Jacek? How do you say this? How do you spell
Jacek.
it? How do you spell it? Jasek with 2 E's. I'm looking for a picture of a llama so I could.
It's probably hard to find, man.
Yeah, but I'll look it up and show you
I
later.
gotta see this. I've never heard of this.
I'll show you.
All right, you getting any more llamas, so that's it?
I don't know. We'll see.
They eat a lot. It's expensive to have them.
Not very expensive. They don't eat a lot. It's like
How long they live?
I have no idea.
They haven't died yet, so he doesn't know. This is a brand new adventure.
Yeah, but I'll tell you in the future.
Yeah,
I'll
let us
tell you.
know. Keep us posted. I'm very curious about these things because I've seen some. There's some llamas here in town, actually.
Can you bring one with you next time? Can you bring Jacek?
Yeah, in my suitcase.
People have farms down by the river, and they have llamas and camels and buffalo, all kinds of different creatures. Yeah,
it was so funny. Me and Mark went the other day looking for a goat. We went to the farm,
driving in the South Valley.
We found the goat, so we go to this guy.
First time he's ever seen a goat in person.
The guy is like, "What do you need the goat for?" He looked at us like weird, because he gets farmers and all these people that actually eat them, and they buy them for them. We're looking for mascots for our gym. Yeah. They looked at us like we're like freaking 2 idiots.
He's like, he'll produce good milk. We're like, we don't care about the milk.
It's like, what do you need it for? It's like, you need it for
Yeah, I heard that the llama's meat is very good, but I never try and I don't want to.
Yeah, you don't want to kill your pets.
Yo, got good suggestion for you, man. Why don't you walk out with one for your next fight?
Yeah,
with a llama on the leash.
Maybe I should ride on it.
Clear that with your manager over here. Make sure
if it survives, under your 300 pounds.
A little bit less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're tall,
Just a little bit. He said
They're
just a
tall.
little.
Not really. Like when you count from the bottom to the head, it's like here
Oh,
for
wow.
me.
Oh, it's not
So I
that
think
big.
that's tall.
Well, you're like 7 foot tall though, so that
No,
doesn't count.
I'm like 6'5", 6'5" and a half,
Big
something
boy.
like
Where you
that.
live in Poland?
I live on a farm as well.
Also,
You got
Exotic, maybe for you, the
Yes.
exotic, like pigs.
pigs.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, pigs is normal. Yeah.
pigs. Yeah, and
salo.
huh?
Salo. You have salo?
Salo. I don't
Salo.
know.
What's a
You
salo?
know what
Salo
it-
is,
you know what it is, right? The
yeah.
Russian, like Ukrainians, like
more of
the fat
Ukrainian thing. Yeah, the
yeah.
fat from a pig. So
fat from a pig, man. Such
We-
a
we-
popular.
yeah.
The
It's
what's
like
that?
bread with bread.
yeah, we've got it as a smallet, more
Is that what
kind
it's
of.
called?
So pigs. What else you got? Cows,
No cows. I used to have cows.
goats.
Actually, I was our kids. My parents used to have them.
Everyone has farms.
Goats,
I mean,
yeah, as well. The sheeps, they used to have them, but now no one's to help. So
So
it's
you guys come
smaller.
from farms,
yeah,
huh?
you're both from the
Yeah.
country. You're not
Yeah.
city
So
guys.
Yeah.
how do you pursue a career in MMA, like in that regard? Like you guys, because you said like you didn't have like good training partners or places to train at a lot, right? Like where it could be sufficient enough for you to grow. But how did you make it that big? Like coming out from the farm, you like gotta drive to the city to get it done.
Yeah, that's the thing. I used to be a security guy
Yeah,
in a club.
And you sparring there.
Yeah.
You did
So I
sparring.
You got
find.
plenty of training.
I figure I should train something, to only not good like look big, and have some skills as well.
So you're a
Okay.
bouncer. You're a bouncer in a clubs. Is
Yeah.
that what? Okay.
Yeah,
Bouncing
something.
heads.
Bouncer.
Yeah.
They call them bouncers in America. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
security
Like
guards.
bounce.
Yeah,
Bouncing people
Throw them out. Yeah.
exactly.
But Marcin even built his own cage back in his hometown, and there were people from around the country coming to train with him. So
Yeah.
Oh wow.
if you want to do something really bad, you will find
You'll
a way
find a way,
anyway.
yeah.
So
Yeah, you made it here, man.
Yeah, I have the picture of the gym. Like I built a small gym by myself. Actually, I think I have a picture of that. So.
Yeah.
On your Instagram or something, or Facebook or somewhere.
No.
Website.
No, I have like on my phone, so I
We got to check this stuff. I want to see these pictures. We got to find out a way to look at this stuff.
Yeah,
This is cool.
we'll hook up. We'll check it
I
out.
want to.
I like the name of your
especially the
management
young
company.
llamas.
I like the
You
name
do?
of your management
I
company.
also.
MMA. You know his name of his management company? El Chapo. MMA Cartel.
No way.
Yeah, that's it.
Cartel. That's good.
I was thinking about a name because I had none. I really I had
MMA
already like
Cartel.
4 or 5 fighters, and then I thought I'm not going to be manager. I'm not going to do this for a living. But when I decided I need to like get a name for my company, I found MMA Cartel.
Cartel.
So what's your nickname? Say what's your nickname.
Yeah. Why not? Hooligans.
If you find out his nickname, you will know why.
Pavel is the same name as Pablo.
Oh,
in Polish, so that's
Pablo meet El Chapo. El Chapo meet
Yeah,
Pablo.
I want to be in your cartel.
You know El Chapo, right?
Yeah,
El Chapo.
I know.
So
that's
that's my version.
Yeah,
Right
okay.
here.
I put my hat on.
Yeah, he's got hair, but his glasses, because you ever seen Netflix that show?
Yeah.
So it reminds me.
That's good.
Pablo. Well, in Russian, Pavel is Pavel.
Yeah,
Pavel,
it's similar, but
Yeah.
Pablo Pavel.
it's very similar. When you started talking Russian today, I could like
Yeah,
every
Rus-
second, third word I can like.
Yeah.
Really?
It's very
Yeah.
similar.
If
Yeah,
she- if
Russian,
she's-
Polish in
yeah.
some ways you can kind of get.
And
get
after
somewhere.
few vodka shots,
Yeah.
It's
You
like
understand everything.
the differences are gone.
Understand everything.
The differences are gone after two.
How many-
Here's a question for you: Who can outdrink who, Russian or Polish? That's what.
Let's check it out.
That's-
Yeah,
that's-
let's check it out.
Kevin's ready for a challenge.
I've got some vodka back in my room. So.
Dude, this is the biggest topic if you ever have, like, 'cause
Yeah.
it's a very, like, two leading nations in drinking
Yeah.
vodka.
Kevin's,
So-
That's a
Kevin's not
challenge.
one to turn down any
Let's check
challenge.
it
Let's
out.
find out.
No, I'll be
Let's
under
go.
the table, man. My tolerance level to that is diminished by a long shot, man. Back in the day, maybe, not anymore.
I'm a drinking expert. They are fighting. I'm drinking.
How many
You're
languages-
cheering for them. Like, hey.
How many languages do you speak?
Only Polish and English, but I'm learning right now. I'm trying to,
Yeah, being a
to learn
manager,
Russian. So
Probably comes in handy speaking.
that's Russian market is still growing with the promotions.
Oh, it's huge.
Because
It's huge.
M1 like went
Yeah,
down.
it's
But you've got
surprisingly.
ACB, you've got
nights.
Ahmad, but you've got first of all, I think the biggest one is Fight Nights Global right now.
Yeah, fine, that's huge.
They're doing very good show with a lot of good fighters and
Misha's a manager too. The Mad Russian Promotions over here.
Not really. Just help out some guys if I can. I have some connections.
But he's got connections, yeah. So
fight nights and stuff. Good people, good organization,
Yeah,
good fighters.
good people,
man.
honest people there.
Yeah, I think you know the only problem I see with Russia. I mean, I wish it would have worked out like with visas and stuff, because I think UFC and like would have been way more competitive in a way of. You know, more Russian fighters or European fighters.
And the Russian fighters needs to learn English.
Yeah, and
more because
it's
they're
not promotable and stuff. Because
yeah.
you notice that most of the Russians now fighting in Europe.
I'm trying to get to all of my guys. The younger they are, the more they should try learn English, study English, even if you will be just like a little communicative. Yeah. But that's enough.
That's why. And I tell the guys the same thing, because we deal with so many international guys, and all come through me, you know. So I'm like always talk to them like, hey, how do I build my career in America and this and that? I'm like, well, number one, man, you gotta start speaking English, man.
That's number one.
Number one. You know, and I mean, obviously, training, fighting, doing the things that you need to do. But the number one, if you can't communicate, you can't sell yourself.
Yeah.
You have to be able to talk and communicate and create a character, create your.
Even if you want to fight for like a Cage Warriors or something,
even that.
If you can be interviewed in English after, they will bring you back. If you're not, then it's like the problem for you to be their back. So
100%, yeah.
And even outside MMA, English will be like it's useful to know English. So
number one language in the world.
Yeah.
Marcin, I want to hear more about your bouncing days. So that's badass. It's just
what's your bouncing record?
Exactly.
Not fair, but what's your bouncing record? Are you undefeated bouncer?
So how did that work? Did you just walk into a bar one day and say I want to be a bouncer, or did someone recruit you?
No, that was my close friend who ran some kind of a club.
Yeah.
I was started when I was 16.
Holy cow!
I was already, big guy.
You're already a big guy. 16.
So yeah, let's bring him. He will work for us. And
you just worked for tips, or how did that work?
No, he just paid me.
Just pay some cash.
Yeah.
So
but that was work at night.
What do you tell you? Just people get out of control, just throw him out.
Go kick his ass.
Yeah.
Just sick him.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it works in Poland. No one charge you for that.
And what, you get into some good fights with people? Did they see you and they want to fight with you, or did they listen most of the time? Or how
some of them did, but that wasn't like I was in some kind of big danger or something like this, like group or something. Usually like drunk people who wouldn't do it if they were not drunk.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that wasn't something a big thing, but I did it like for 6 years at least.
So what's the biggest guy that you had to throw out?
Kevin,
yeah, probably the Kevin size.
Yeah, but
Kevin size, but he was already on his,
he was already like on his fourth, yeah.
All the Polish guys I see are humongous people, man. I'm telling you.
Not all, but
except for
there's a lot of big.
Sebastian's one of those.
No, there's a different size, but there's a lot of big Polish guys, especially like from that tournament, team on team.
Yeah,
there's a lot of like, what's his name? The biggest, the heavy, the lifter, the world's strongest man, Pudzianowski. Jesus.
I was like,
you ever train with him?
Yeah,
with Marcin?
Yeah, me too.
So how is he?
He's strong.
He's like 7 times world's strongest man, like the most legendary. He's like, he's strong. He just lifted, probably like lifted me like 10 times.
For sure, he has like cardio issue, but when he catch you, you just have to fly and land it safely, and then you can scramble back.
Yeah,
he's still fighting, right?
Yeah. He just had a fight in KSW in Dublin.
That
was day after the.
You think he'll ever make it like he's super big, like in MMA, or he's pretty much at the?
I think that he will never reach like the very top, but he's very dedicated to what he's doing.
A lot of guys don't even want to leave KSW because they pay very well.
They pay.
He's a superstar.
Yeah, he is. He was the game changer in Polish MMA.
He did, yes.
When he came first for the MMA, his MMA debut was watched like 6.5 million people.
Yeah, he brings MMA to mainstream in Poland.
Remember he knocked out one of the Gracies, man.
Hollis Gracie.
Yeah, one of the biggest, like one of the best names. in MMA.
He still fought some legit names. He has 1-1 against Sean McCorkle.
Yeah.
He fought on Thompson.
No.
Yeah. And he's
world's strongest man, like 7 times. Like
Did you ever saw a guy who is like a huge truck attached to his back and he's running?
Yes.
That's Various.
Or the plane.
On the plane. Yeah, he was running.
I just saw that video.
He transitions to MMA.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
A few years ago.
He's as big as his table probably if you stand it up, and as wide.
Yeah.
Lightweight.
He lost a lot of pounds due to accommodate.
Because you have to.
But he's still like a top 10 Polish heavyweight for.
So where's he training? Is he training somewhere?
In Warsaw.
Oh, okay.
Who do you think is the biggest name? Well, we know who the big names are in Poland right now, you know, with Marcin, Joanna, and Karolina, and there's a lot of guys. But who's the next big thing you think is gonna make it big from Poland?
I think that's in female. That's Aga Niedźwiedź. She's 10-0.
In Invicta, yeah.
Yeah, she's 22 years old and 10-0, 7 finishes, and she's ranked number 2 in the world. She's fighting for an Invicta title in December. And in guys, I'm really like massively surprised with many guys still coming to the MMA, and it's really popular. In fact, we got it was popular in Poland back in the days to train like either judo or wrestling or boxing, and right now there are guys coming like straight from MMA. The first thing they did is, for example, the guy that had fight cancelled in New York on a Wednesday. He's 22 years old, Michał Jejczuk, and he's training for 6 years. And he came straight from MMA. The first training he did as any martial art was MMA.
Straight up, yeah.
So,
it's a new wave of type.
It's a new wave. That's not a boxer trying to switch. It's a new guys, and I think that there's a lot of names that you will hear. There was an impressive debut from Oskar Piechota in Gdańsk, who just like dominated Justin Willis for 3 rounds.
I saw that.
Yeah, he's one of the best grapplers because he submitted Vini Magalhaes on ADCC.
That's actually my next topic. I was going to talk to about the rise of jiu-jitsu in Poland, man. Because from what I've seen so far, and I'm a big fan of jiu-jitsu. Obviously, I've been training for a long time too, and I know jiu-jitsu has a huge presence in Poland, huge. And how that came about, that everyone just got hooked on jiu-jitsu. I mean, I know everyone's getting hooked on it, but like in Poland, how that movement started. I was curious because
it was started in Szczecin, I guess, or in Poznań.
In Poznań, yeah. There was the guys coming from all around the country, coming to the one place. They were sharing VHS tapes, like the old stuff.
Old school. That is old school.
Yeah, and they started to bring in first guys for seminars and stuff like that, and that's how it started. So
I admire that.
And everyone was going back to his town and starting a jiu-jitsu gym there. So
what's the best jiu-jitsu gym in there, like in Poland right now?
I think you need to consider.
There's a few big. It's not like you can call one.
Yeah. There's not
who's the best black belt in Poland?
I think now the best would be Adam Wardziński. He does like tournament every week.
Really?
All around the world.
He's competing in mostly in gis, but he's top level.
So it's just a matter of time we're gonna see these guys in ADCC and all those big ones.
Yeah,
right?
probably we've got the
with Russia the same thing. That stuff is taken off like crazy because a lot of wrestlers, and you know when they can't get anywhere further than like they can't get to Olympics or Worlds or wherever, and a lot of these wrestlers that have such a big background from Chechnya, Dagestan, and all that, they transition to jiu-jitsu and start competing like with ACB with ACB
Jiu-Jitsu League.
Berkut the jiu-jitsu. Yeah, there's a lot of leagues opening up for jiu-jitsu, and they start paying money, good money.
Last week was the championship of Poland in jiu-jitsu, and we're like over thousands competitors.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know you're big. I know you're very good in jiu-jitsu. It's one of your main strengths.
Yeah, I did a competition before I started, but only gi. Actually, I never did no gi.
Yeah. But that's why I think gi is extremely important. I know there's the jiu-jitsu world is divided, but based on if MMA fighters should train gi or not should train gi. I mean, I'm a big advocate of gi because I think off season maybe when you're getting ready for a fight, maybe you can you don't have to worry about gi and stuff. But I think off season and things like that, I think it should supplement your training because just everyone who I ever trained with, like all these Brazilians, like Barata and Tusa and all these guys that have gi background, they're solid, man. Like the grips, the strength, the movement, everything is just much way controlled, because I think gi is, very important for your martial arts development as a whole. It's
really the hardest thing is when you put the gi on you first time.
Yeah, that's always, of course.
Now I find it fun, really fun. I like it out of competition in MMA. I like to do.
I feel it's like it's a weapon. It's like you put on it's your gear. It's like like when knights used to dress up and put their gear on, and the gladiators. Like for me, that's how I feel when I put on. When you tie your belt on, it's like
exactly.
Let's do it.
Yeah, you guys showed up to the open mat on Friday, and what'd you think? Was that your first?
No, 3.
Okay, that's your third already.
Yeah,
okay,
Crazy energy, right?
Yeah,
like 50, 60, 70 people, man. You weren't
crazy.
So many great guys.
Even Kevin was in there.
Yeah, everyone willing to to spar, and they like no one's is like going hard to damage you or something. You just learn there and just spar, like 8 rounds at least. So.
Very cool.
That's the good start for the weekend.
Open mud is also a popular thing in Poland because people are open mud, like you got the open mud. Yeah.
Oh, really? Good.
People are coming everywhere where every time I'm on some kind of event, there are like coaches, corners, refs, and stuff like that looking for an open mud, and they can easily find some. And there's like 20 of them coming, and there's like already 60 people there.
It's cross-training.
It's huge. It's really the ground game. The BJJ in Poland is huge, and it's getting popular. Yeah.
And in England, I think England is huge too, because we get a lot of English guys. It's just like
they've got a lot of Brazilians living there, like Braulio Estima and stuff.
Yeah. Haji Gracie. Yeah. Haji Gracie, name one. I think what's his name? Terrer? No. Maybe. Well, but try to get him to do jiu-jitsu, man. Choked out once and just stopped.
Yeah, I put on that gi and it felt like it added 20 pounds to my.
Mark, you do any martial arts? Like
no. I do street fighting. I'm a bouncer. I'm more your style there.
Yeah, but in Poland,
I call bullshit.
In
that's
Poland,
the best because you don't have to wait for your fight. Yeah, it's coming right there.
Exactly.
It's always stress. You wait.
No making weight, no preparations. Just go. Just go.
Yeah, but in Poland, like a lot of fighters start with bouncing.
Bouncing?
Yeah, because when they bounce, they can focus on training.
Yeah, because it's evening work, right? Yeah, where on the weekends you make a couple of dollars to sustain yourself.
I started bouncing when I was 17.
Okay.
Yeah, I even can't even name a lot of fighters that were not into the bouncing, because that was the only thing you can do. Almost all of my fighters are like I was a bouncer, or they are still bouncers, because they're Friday evening, Saturday evening, and you will earn enough to like work, train whole week.
I think it takes special guts to bounce too, man. It's like I've never did it, but like I would say, it's not an easy job dealing with drunks and people constantly.
I'm always on the other side, so and I think that's not easy.
I think
job.
the worst thing is every night you listen to the same music.
Yeah, I think the best bounce. I think the only guys I guess the ones that bounce at strip clubs.
Yeah, but
that's the best job. Probably.
The most beautiful.
That would be the best job.
The most beautiful girls pick up on you, though. They like the bouncers.
In America, from what I heard from guys that we had guys that bounce at strip clubs and said it's the best job ever. I mean, besides whatever, but they tip you. They tip you too, girls. Yeah, for protecting them.
All right.
And everyone tips you probably in different ways, whichever they can afford.
Well, guys, on that, we're gonna wrap it up. We've had a great time with you guys today, and we're gonna get you guys fed and go hang out, and we'll continue this offsite.
We're gonna go have some hot dogs.
Exactly.
And, Breaking Bad. Recreate the scene.
We need to buy pizza and throw it.
Yeah, we'll do the tour. We'll go do the Breaking Bad tour.
How far is the house? Is it far from here?
Nothing. Albuquerque is 20 minutes away from everything. That's
I've never been
Albuquerque. Yeah.
I've never been there. No.
I thought you went when I took BJ Penn and those guys.
No, never went.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll have to go. Yeah. We'll check it out. We'll pile up into the truck and go. But
anyway, one more thank you to CBD Boutique for partnering with us.
Thanks, guys. We appreciate your support. You've been great partners. Check them out. Go to their website. They have a bunch of products that. Not just for pain relief, but for animal care.
For llamas, maybe you can get it for llama.
Yeah, we'll see.
Actually, because that stuff is good for CBD.
Animals have anxiety, just like people.
For anxiety for animals, it's actually good for dogs.
Maybe you won't spit at you.
Smoke weed, so they
Kevin's like,
they don't need the CBD oil.
Highest level.
I give the
cookies. Give them the real stuff.
I grow it on the farm. I grow it on the farm.
But thanks, guys. Thanks, Poland, for tuning in. And we'll see you guys next time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Through these doors walk the greatest fighters in the world.